Hello, yes, a very good evening to you. Now, it's only 5 o'clock, but we don't have a final call because Clarity just sold out of everything.
That's amazing, isn't it? I've been watching them all weekend as well.
It's been incredible. It really has. But there's always a positive.
Of course
with
there
everything,
is.
Because that means we get an extra with you, Nikki.
We do. So we get to launch the brand new Heartfelt Collection, Wild Aster, at 5 o'clock instead of 6.
We certainly
Brilliant.
do, and we've got a treat in store as well. Now, this is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
It is.
It's
gorgeous.
floral. It's heartfelt. Who doesn't love heartfelt? So,
absolutely beautiful.
Of course, we always have that paper pad that coordinates with the flowers. You can see we've got 3-dimensional flowers on there. We've got scrolls. We've got floral embellishments there. You've got the aster leaves. Beautiful, beautiful images that you can use for absolutely any occasion. And that's what I love when Heartfelt bring us a floral collection. You're not just stuck to a birthday or a Christmas theme. It is any kind of celebration that you want, any project that you want as well.
And you can tell Heartfelt straight away with the colours and the way that the papers have been put together, the layers that have been used. Absolutely beautiful. Trying to sneak something out there. Already, we're getting busy already. We've not even shown you properly yet either. Now, I'll give you the details. We'll have a proper look at everything as well. Now, and we've got a Flexi buy option for you as well. 3 payments of £33.31, so you can split the cost down. Of course, it's brand new, brand new. This is going to be dispatched from the 10th of September because, as always, the stock is coming over from the US. But we have got a complete collection here. Now, just before we show you anything more close to hand, we're going to announce a winner of a Facebook competition. So I hope the winner's watching, I really do.
I really do.
Hilary Smith, it is you. Well done. You have won a complete bundle. Do let us know if you're watching, actually. It'd be lovely to know that you're watching.
It would be. So Hilary is going to get the paper pad, 3 stamp sets and 3 die sets. The
incredible
full one-day special.
Wow, amazing. Now, for those that didn't win, of course, you can still purchase, and we're already getting busy. So let's have a look at this closely, Nikki. Let's start with the paper pad,
right,
shall
so we've got the... That's what I was trying to get out, because I thought I'm going to struggle. The minute you ask for it, it's going to fall. I was just being prepared. So you have got your 24 double-sided paper pad. Can we see that?
Wonderful. Gorgeous colourways again.
So in your purples, your pinks, your cerises, and with all Heartfelt papers, it's going to fall to
we have to do it upside down because the glue just goes.
You have got your panels in there, you've got your ribbon strips in there, you've got 2 sheets of each, so you've got 12 designs, 2 sheets of each. You've got sentiments down the side as well. Really nice, easy, quick cards you can create with the paper pads.
Gorgeous.
As you can see, look, I mean, just looking at that one. Okay, so you've got your mixture of your lilacs, your purples, or your pinks, but you've got 6 easy to make cards there.
Of course.
And then you've got your sentiment ribbons down the bottom.
Don't forget about those strips at the bottom. Never cut those off and think, oh, they're not useful. Of course they are.
I keep them.
Yeah,
because they don't just go with this collection. You'll find that they go with many, many collections. I can hear that.
Shall I grab the loose sheets behind?
I'm just going to pull them.
There we go.
Should we just pull them off?
Let's pull them off. It'll make it easy for the next trip down, won't it?
Right, so then you've got some more like plain papers here. So you could use these for toppers, you could use them for your mini albums, your journaling, and again, 2 sentiments in there as well. I'm just going to go
There's nothing wasted, not a single millimetre of space.
It's all filled with beautiful panels or tags, or like down the bottom there, the sentiment.
Gorgeous.
And then you've got some larger images as well. So this one, and I keep trying to think which one this was from, it's only from a few months back, but that coordinates with one of the other images from one of the other collections. So it's really nice that you can kind of mix and match the collections together. And then, one of my favourites.
Oh, wow. Now then, of course, we have got dies and stamps. Is this one of the pages that you can die cut straight from the book?
This is. So the dies that we've got in the collection will fit straight over these, die cut them out, nice and easy and quick. You've got the purple, and then you've got a pink. Okay, then you've got your scroll down the bottom there, as well as the flowers. You can make 3-dimensional flowers with the daisies. In actual fact, you've got 2 pink and 2 purple.
Lovely.
Because you have got 2 of each.
Yep.
Then you've got your 6x6s. So there's your 6x6s, and then you've got your 6x, I think they're 4 on there. And then you've got your 6x6.
Shall I take the loose ones out?
Yeah, take them
Nikki?
out because they're just going to fall.
I think next time we're going to take this apart before we start.
We say that on every show, but
it doesn't happen. You've got one loose there.
In actual fact, I have to blame myself.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it now, Nikki. Come on.
I did say to the floor manager, bless her, leave the paper behind there and I'll deal with it. Right, there we go. That's how I dealt with it. Right, so as I say, you have got your 6x6 there as well. They're just smaller images, shrunken down, the same as the 12x12. And then the back sheet is your sentiments. You've got some tags in there as well. Really nice and pretty. But as you can see, look at the back.
You've got
some
stunning,
beautiful images.
I love the fact you've got the deep colours, the paler
colours. You've got your florals there as well.
Beautiful.
As I say, 2 of each, and now that is completely
That is just the paper pad, of course, from the collection. So what else have we got then, Nikki? We've got dies and stamps as well.
3 stamp sets and 3 die sets.
Wonderful.
And in there you have got your daisies. So they're asters.
Asters,
they
yes.
look like, they can be daisies.
You can change them.
Yeah, you can change them. It all depends on how you shape them. So you've got your Wild Aster die there. And you've got, I think, 1, 2, 3, I'm trying to think, 4, 5 different sizes in there.
Lovely.
So you can make some really nice small buds there as well.
Beautiful.
And then you have the coordinating stamp this side.
Lovely.
Okay, so we always, what Heartfelt do, they always bring us the stamps that coordinate with the dies that then coordinate with the papers. That's how Heartfelt works. So that's the top one, and then down the bottom.
Now down the bottom we've got more to show you.
We've got the Wild Aster spray, so you've got that really pretty, tiny, delicate spray there, and that really nice corner spray. And don't look at the sizes and think, oh, they're not very big, because as Catherine has got in her hand, she's going to show you, they're actually a lot bigger than they are on the...
As I'm just holding these 2 of the stamps, I can tell you the third one, Nikki, is by your feet. That's why I didn't pick them up before. I think you must have knocked it off. Now then, this is 2 of the stamps. We've gone through them. Do you want to hold that one up, Nikki, so we can see them all together?
So that's the 3rd one. So that's the one with your scroll on there as well. So as I say, all mix and match together, but all very different.
Yeah.
So they're going to work on your smaller cards. They're going to work on your scrapbook layouts.
Yes.
They're going to work to decorate your bags, your just embellishments. You can even make corsages with them.
And then, of course, you have got the corresponding dies as well, which it's nice to see them in the packaging, how they arrive with you. But if I show you like this, you can really get to grips with the size of these here. Now, there are 9 dies in total, but of course, you've got all those different stamps in there, all different sizes. They are absolutely beautiful. But to really realise what you can achieve with these, we need to see the samples, don't we?
I think so, because what I found with this collection is, because as I say, it is florals, you can use it on cards of any occasion. You can create lots of different projects with it. I mean, we've got an amazing design team. This one here, where she's used the shadow box and then she's used that image behind it. Use your decorative dies, get those decorative dies out just to finish those cards off.
Just stunning. And I'm holding here a little bit of glitter as well.
A little brooch.
Look, so the different sizes that you can achieve there, from the little bud, the medium one and the larger one, all on there, and the leaves as well. Yes, that is a brooch. Look at that. How clever is that? Isn't that gorgeous?
I would have put it on actually, but I thought it might kind of just not go with my top today.
It's stunning. We've got far more samples than we've just seen there. Just going to hold 1 or 2 more as I give you the details. So $99.93, but of course we've got that Flexi buy option, 3 payments, saving £15, and I can tell you already 10% of the stock has gone.
So on this one, what I really like about this is the designers actually hasn't layered it up. She hasn't put the 3-dimensional flowers on. She's just used that corner die with that beautiful spray on. And really it's absolutely beautiful using those pattern paper. That is stunning.
Isn't it just?
The colours of those asters are beautiful?
Absolutely beautiful. And from pink to purple, there you go, there's some more. Very different samples. You know, you can keep it simple, you can be very elaborate as well. Things as we've seen here, like the door hanger as well, absolutely beautiful. Now, the value, of course, is in the bundle. There's the details again, 769,649. But you can buy individually as well, so do have a look out for the individuals on the website. Keep an eye on the details on the screen as well, because we will be flashing various things up and down as we go, corresponding with whatever's happening at that particular time, of course. Now then, what about some more inspiration? Let's show you some more wonderful work from the design team. Yes, aren't they simply stunning? Now, Reddit demonstration area, we want to see as much as possible,
right.
So what we're starting
we're going to
with?
start off with the actual asters themselves, and I thought, well, we've got lots of new viewers out there. Maybe you're new to Heartfelt Creations. You've heard us saying that the stamps coordinate with the dies.
Yes.
So I will just show you quickly. So as we said earlier, although you've got 9 stamps, you've actually got more, because on the flowers, you've actually got 5 individual. Okay,
wow.
So you've got 2 small, then the medium, and then the large, and then the...
Kind of in between medium and the...
in between, yes. So
5 of different sizes, really, apart from the 2 small ones.
Apart from the 2 smaller ones, yeah. And that is really handy as well, because you can create a nice bud with that. So I'm using the stamp platform just purely because I didn't bring my blocks today, but hey.
That's a nice clean platform, Nikki.
It is, it's a new one.
Oh.
So I'm going to stamp them in a nice purple.
Okay.
So I'm just going to stamp that up. They are red rubber, so they're going to cling to the platform or your block, whichever you prefer to use.
Okay, lovely.
Okay. Now what I'm using is the paper, which is the Heartfelt flower shaping paper. I'm not sure if we've got any on the show, to be honest. I don't think we have. We haven't today.
But you can use other papers.
But just look how beautiful that actually stamps. In actual fact, I might even be able to get that one on. Or I wouldn't. I'm not going to get it on, am I? I'm just going to miss. But I'll tell you what, we can get a leaf on. So I'm going to take that off. And then I'm going to pop the leaf on. But you can see it's got that grey U mount.
Yeah.
And this is a lovely way to stamp, actually, because you get a really nice, clean, crisp stamp. Stamp that down, drop it, not quite as heavy as Nikki's just done, and then just pop that down, and then you've got your leaf on there. So then, what you want to do is just take those magnets off, take that stamp off there, and then I'm going to pop the dies on. So when I pop the dies on, you'll find that the die is literally a smidgen bigger than that stamped area.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're going to find is they will fit perfectly, and you just need to make sure that all the area of that stamped image is in there.
Wonderful. I do like the fact that they are joined together. You haven't got to do everything individually.
No, they're not small little dinky dies that you're going to play around with. This is really nice and easy and quick. And then exactly the same with your leaf.
Lovely.
Okay, so as I say, I am using the Heartfelt flower shaping paper, but you can, to be honest, with these, you could probably use anything from 160 upwards GSM. Depends, you know, on what you've got. And in actual fact, I always find that making flowers is a very good way of getting rid of all your scraps of white paper.
Because you don't need a lot in one go, do you?
So I'm just going to pop that through. So they will fit through basically all of your die cutting machines. Apart from, I think there is a couple of dies in the collection that won't go through your really small mini die cutting machines. Okay, so then what you need to do is just take that off, and you'll see how beautifully that has cut off, look.
Wonderful.
And you can batch make these. That's what I love about Heartfelt. It is made easy for us. We can batch make them in all different colours and sizes.
Lovely.
Okay, and then the next thing is I'm going to add some colour to them. So I'm going to go for a slightly paler purple.
Okay.
I'm going to use the daubers that we have on the show today.
Yes, we do have those available. We'll bring you the details actually for these. Oh, as well, we're stocking up on them as well.
So I'm just going to bring that colour through.
Lovely. Now there's the details on the screen for the Heartfelt Creations 12 second store precision daubers. These are really, really useful. You've got that triangular shape, which makes it easy to get into those awkward little areas as well. Just $13.99. Now do remember, everything that's dispatched is coming from the US, so it's going to be from the 10th of September, but we're already on the 2nd. I can't believe it already. 069154 is the item number for the daubers.
It's pretty scary actually to think that a few months ago we were saying, oh, it's too early for Christmas. And now within a few weeks we're all going to be panicking.
I was just going to say, we are going to be panicking, panic buying, panic making, panic,
and then
just for panicking's sake.
Just using that dauber look just to go in the centre there.
Lovely.
Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit on the back. I'm going to do all of them, to be honest, because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to shape these. Okay. Well, obviously I know how I'm going to shape them, but there's different ways that I'm going to do them.
So if you've got a bud, you like to see both sides a little bit more.
Yes, so I want that a little bit. So with the bud, you will see the underneath, so it's very handy just to colour the back in. Okay. That's what I love about the daubers, look, just easy and quick. And then what I'm going to do actually is I need one that isn't coloured, because I've just coloured that and I need a small one, and I haven't got a small one, so I might have to stamp another one. Have I got one there? No, I haven't. Tell you what, I'll do a bud on the next demo.
Okay.
So this will just be the flower. And then I'm going to go in with 2 different shades of green. Again, nothing spectacular. You haven't got to spend hours colouring. I'm just going to go in with the lighter green first. Okay, now something else you get with the One Day Special, Nikki, is a little storage bag. Oh, you do, yeah, the plastic
I'm going to grab it actually
bag.
Because we have got it down here and we didn't show it.
That's really
I'm aware
nice
that we didn't show it. Of course, it's in the gorgeous pink that you would recognise with Heartfelt Creations, and you can see through the bag as well, which is great because if you take in your bits and pieces away, obviously you can store all your new items in there, but then of course you can put what you want in there, take it to your workshops, keep whatever you want in there, but you can see through it.
But you can see through it. It's handy, isn't it?
And you have
got the handle on there as well. It's waterproof as well, so if you're running into somebody's house to do a bit of crafting or a class, it isn't going to get wet if it's raining.
Wonderful.
Which is usually what happens here in the UK. So there's my flowers already coloured. Okay, nice, easy and quick.
Lovely.
Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my flower shaping mat. Now with this one, we haven't brought a flower shaping mould out. So very often you'll see we bring the flower shaping mould out. With these, we found that you don't really need that, purely because of the kind of the shape and the design of the flowers.
I see.
But to be honest, if you've got the basics flower shaping mould, I'd be quite interested to know what they look like, because you'd probably get a completely different look.
When you've got the dies, you know, it's just little bits of card, isn't it?
Exactly.
You can try.
So I've just spritzed that a little bit.
Okay.
Again, it all depends on what type of paper you're using, on how much to spritz. And then all I'm doing, look, because these are so easy to make.
I notice you're pulling from the tip of the petal down to the centre.
all the way down to the centre. Okay. Now, if you wanted, you could use a smaller tip and really go in there and have that really tight. Okay. So it's completely up to you, but mine's got a bit of glue on it there. Look, so I'm going to go back to the bigger one. But you can see, just by using a different size tip, you get a completely different design. So we have got these on the show. They've got 10 different tips with them. They are magnetic, So they come
Oh,
out,
so they're interchangeable.
and they're interchangeable and just clicks in like that.
Amazing. Right, we've got the details on the screen for you there as well. So you've got the flower shaping kit there, 10 interchangeable tips for $29.99. They come in a beautiful box as well. Of course, you're going to get the mat as well. In fact, I've got the whole box here, look. Let's just have a little look inside. So there you can see the tools inside the box. You've got all your tips in there as well. Does that come out very, is that another little mat?
That is, it's like a pricking mat, so that's a lot thicker and more dense than your normal.
Oh, wonderful. So that just
mat.
pops back into place, and you've got your main mat. Helps if you put it the right way up, Catherine, it looks better. Doesn't really matter which way you use it, but it just looks better. There you go, $29.99 in that gorgeous box as well. It is so decorative and beautiful, and you can store that on your shelves very, very easily. 939385 is the item number.
So during the one day special, I'll just be showing you different ways that you can use the flowers. So on this one, I'm going to I think I'm going to design like a slightly open aster, but with like the bud just opening in the centre.
Lovely.
So just bringing that one in. And then what I'm going to do is turn them over. Oh, hang on a minute, I missed a petal, I think. There we go.
Okay, lovely.
Turn them over, and then I'm going to the larger one, and then basically, and now already, if you just, as I say, it depends on how you want that shaped, but you can really get in there, look.
Is it important to spritz with the water as well? Is it
I
something you
find
advise?
it is. I find it breaks down the fibres in the paper, especially with the heartfelt paper, and it kind of leaves them a little bit crisp as well, so it kind of makes them a little bit more rigid when they're on the card or project.
Don't they come together beautifully?
And then, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to swap that over now, because I've changed my mind. I want that to be like a little bud in the centre.
Oh, I see. So yes, keep it really tightly folded. You see, that's the nice thing. You can change your mind.
You can change
Until it's
your
stuck
mind
down,
totally.
you can just flip it over and go
then
again.
I'm going to go in with a little bit of glue. If I can. Oh, it did come out. I thought I'd pulled the tip of the pin off. I've done that before. So I'm going to pop that in there, look.
Okay, lovely.
And that one in there. So on this one, I'm not going to pop anything like on the inside. If I was going to leave it like that, you could put some little tiny beads in there, you could put prills in there, you could put some stamens in there, but this is actually going to be the centre. Now, if you wanted a really tight one, you could actually glue that.
Yeah,
but I kind of want it to look like it's just opening up.
Beautiful, love it.
And there
Oh, it's so sweet.
is one of your asters.
Isn't that lovely? That is absolutely gorgeous.
And you've got the veins there as well.
Do you know the stamps just add the right amount of detail?
It does. There isn't too much, but there's just enough. And the reason I like to do it in the same colour as I'm doing the flowers is because I kind of think it all kind of coordinates beautifully together. It looks a little bit more realistic than using black.
Yes, yeah, gorgeous. It really does. Now then, look, you can see the full price of the collection on the screen there. We're going to give you the details in a little while. In fact, let's show you one or two more items before we get back to the one day special. We can offer you a smaller bundle. This is the essentials. Now, what you've got here, look, you've got that paper pad, the same one as in the full collection. You've also got the Wild Aster die set and the stamp set there as well. So maybe if you just wanted to try it for the first time, or money's a little bit tight at the moment, but you're loving these, and this is maybe an option for you. There's a freedom price on it as well, a saving of £9.70, and available on Flexi also, 2 payments of £21.14. Lovely to spread that cost. That's not much at all, is it, for this month? And then you can be making your flowers and paying another instalment in a month's time. 548591 is the item number for the Essentials collection there. But the one day special, this is where your main value is, and if you want to go for the whole thing, this is where you need to go. Now we've got, of course, the paper pad there. Shall I just grab the paper and give it another bit of a flick? I'm saying a flick. We're going to see how we get on this time. Now then, the paper pad as well, you can get on its own. We've spoken about the individuals, but quite often we do find that everybody wants to pop an extra paper pad into the baskets because you will use these. Now remember, they are double-sided, so you can see there that gorgeous pink on one side with the decorative papers, and then you've got lots of sentiments and lots of tags and little toppers on the other side. This is just one sheet. You're getting so many sheets in here, that gorgeous purple, and on the other side you've got your 6x6 toppers. I'll not go through everything individually here, but just give you a nice taste of what you're going to get. Again, you've got the toppers there, the double-sided pages. Then you've got your full 12x12s with gorgeous elements in the corners, so you can take that as a full page and work from it, or cut out the individual elements and use the rest of the page however you wish. There's so many options. We've got really beautiful decorative areas. We've got toppers again there. Do you know, I'm just going to flick through here and just see, you know, where we go with it, because the colours are just divine. Now then, you can see again there, we've got these in purple and in pink. These are ready to be die cut, so if you don't want to stamp every time, if you want something a little bit quicker or pre-coloured, then just die cut with these. You can still shape, but you're ready to go onto your cards or your projects. Still double-sided though, that's important. So the purple and the pink asters there, they're both the same, aren't they? There we go. No, they all look the same there. That is purple and pink. On the screen I'm looking at, can you see the difference? Must be our monitor, it doesn't look that different. Now they are gorgeous, so that's just the paper pad. And then of course you are getting 3 stamp sets as well. And you're getting the dies to correspond. So of course, first of all, the stamps that Nikki's just been using there, the asters themselves, they could be daisies, you could create chrysanthemums, maybe even sunflowers with these as well. I love the fact that you've got the leaves in there, because to me a flower's never complete without the leaves. And then there we've got the scroll, and there the asters on their stalks, various displays, and another beautiful stamp set there. Really good size on these as well, absolutely stunning. The dies themselves, obviously, they're going to match the size of the stamps because they need cut out perfectly. So you've got all 3 of those die sets to correspond with the stamps as well. Absolutely beautiful, aren't they? So in total, if you're looking there at the screen, you can see the details. 9 dies, 9 stamps, and the 12x12 paper pad as well. And that Flexi buy option split over 3 payments for the large collection, carrying a £15 saving on these. £33.31 is the instalment price per month. Now, if you think about it, if you look at the individual price, the stamps on their own are £13.99, so with a saving of £15, you're more than getting a set of those stamps for free in the full collection. So I'm just going to show you some more of the samples here, because these are stunning. Always the work from the design team are absolutely glorious. Whether it's pink asters, whether it's purple asters, whether you want to make your own colour schemes up, of course with the stamps you can do that. You can colour any way that you want, absolutely beautiful. If you want very simple cards, you can have them. If you want very elaborate cards, you can have them. It's not just cards, it's home decor. Work on your wooden plaques and your MDF plaques as well. Make something very special to go into albums or on the front of albums. I love this one actually. Let me just show you this one. You see, there's not so much going on in the background there, but those beautiful flowers just really stand out, don't they? They're stunning. Gift bags, so many ideas, and I do have to show you this again. Just love this. The fact that this is on a pin is very different, but I just think this is a lovely sample to show you the different sizes. So from the bud to the medium to the larger flower there, you can layer these up however you wish. 769649 is the item number. That is the full collection, that's where the value is, but if you do want to have a look at the individuals, perhaps you've spotted something that you particularly like, then you can go for those as well. Let's take you over to the website because we can see everything there. So you can see, oh, I didn't mention that bag again. Don't forget you're getting the bag in the collection, the full collection, that gorgeous bag. You can get the paper pad individually, you can get the stamps and the dies individually, but as I say, the value is in the big bundle if you can afford to go for that. You can soon be creating some gorgeous, gorgeous items for yourself. Now don't forget, we've got all the accessories as well. We've got the storage case there. Don't forget, if you haven't already got the flower shaping tools, that's a great buy because you're getting the mat in there, the interchangeable heads, just a fabulous kit, and the daubers. Stock up on those while you've got the opportunity as well, because you will keep using those time and time and time again. But we want to see them more in the way of demonstrations. We're going to make sure that Nikki works really hard because we've got 2 hours together.
2 hours, I know.
And we're back at 8 o'clock.
I'm back at 8.
Yes,
Love
we
it.
are.
Absolutely love
busy
it.
evening.
Right, so there is a lot of kind of different sprays that you've got in the collection, and I'll tell you what, should we go through a few that I've got already die cut out?
Let's do that, yeah.
So look at these, look. So this is what you're getting from the One Day Special. So you've got that larger one there, then you've got the smaller one which is more like a bud in the centre.
Yeah.
Then you've got the smaller spray there, and then I think there is one more. And then you've also got
very pretty, aren't they? Lots of detail.
I like this one because you can use this as a little border. Then you've got that border. Then you've got like the spray which has got the buds on and tiny little buds at the top. And then you have a scroll.
Lovely.
And the scroll has got on it,
that is really
thinking
nice.
of you today. And that has also got a few flowers on there as well. So you can layer it up if you want to, or you can leave it as it is.
That is a lovely touch, the scroll, actually.
So on this one, I've already gone ahead and coloured one spray. Okay. So I'm going to take another one of those, and then I'm going to take these away for the time being.
Lovely.
She says for the time being, because we might add more, because we can. And that's the fun thing about with Heartfelt. You know, I start making something and then I very often completely change it up because I think, oh, I'll add this to it now. You know, I've got it. So I'm going to use my daubers. Nothing spectacular in my colouring. Okay, so
see, this is something I say a lot because I hear it so often. People say, oh, I love stamping, I love to see it, and I love to see what people do, but I can't colour. You really don't have to be able to colour.
You don't have to be able to colour. Usually, to be honest, with this kind of collection, you'd probably see me using my watercolour pencils or doing something with my blending pens. But, oops. I know a lot of crafters out there have said to me, you know, Nikki, stamping puts me off, you know, the colouring, the time that it takes, but it really doesn't have to take that much time. And using the daubers, you can still get a really nice effect with it. So I'm going in with the green first.
Lovely. The fact that these are triangular makes such a difference because you can really get in with the detail, can't you?
Yes, so you'll see in a second, sort of like on this one here, look, right in there, look.
Yeah.
Okay, up there with that leaf there. And again, if you're not really sure on sort of like the colouring where the shading should be, take a look at the paper pad because all the inspiration is in there.
Of course.
All these images are in there. Just bring that up, and I don't mind actually going up there a little bit because these are buds, and if you think about an aster when they're coming out, the outer edge of the bud is actually got that green. So here as well, look, you can see that I can go up a little bit more if I want. Okay.
Lovely.
And then just pop the lid on that so I don't get confused on what green I'm going to use. Then I'll add a little bit of darker green. Okay, so I'm just going to dab that on my... You'll notice that I do a lot of dabbing off because sometimes if you pick too much up, it can go too dark.
Now that does make a difference.
Now look at that.
Oh, we're very busy for the full collection, actually. This is the first show. Now, we launched at 5 o'clock because Clarity would have been here for the final call, but they've been so busy. They have sold out of everything, so we brought Nikki on early, which is not a bad thing at all, is it? So we are going to be around until 7 o'clock. So it's a double launch, but we're busy already. A lot of you may, well, if you're watching, then obviously you know we're here, but a lot of people may not have realised we're even on air yet. So we're expecting another surge a little bit later on when we'd normally launch. So don't miss out. In fact, I can tell you we're approaching 20% of the whole stock gone.
The floral collection, I mean, every Heartfelt collection is very popular, but with the florals, you know, that they absolutely fly. I'm even adding a little bit of tip on this one because if you look at the one that I did previous, I've done purple, and I just want to make this one slightly different. And in actual fact, I'm looking at it and I'm kind of thinking, I might even go with pink with this one. I'm going to mix the pink and purple together. So,
well, we know they work beautifully together.
The only pink that I've got up here at the moment is this one. So it's a really nice cerise pink. Just take another dauber out. So your daubers will come in this plastic packaging, which is very nice. And I have no idea why, but I must have about 50 packets of these. I keep them. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them.
Well, you're looking after the environment by not throwing them away.
Well, yeah, I will make something one day. And then I'm just going to pick some of that up. And now I'm just, in actual fact, have we got a piece of tissue or something that I can wipe the counter with?
We'll see if we can find a little piece of tissue.
It's fine because I'll move down here. It's just that is that okay if I do it here? There we go, look. So,
oh, what a beautiful colour.
And then just add that really nice.
Oh, that with the green, Nikki, looks amazing.
But just look how easy that is. And you can go over the tips where you've gone with the pink as well, because it doesn't matter, because asters do sometimes have that kind of like variation of colour in them.
How quickly these are coming to life. I mean, they look beautiful just as a stamped image, but
it's
that
a
little
lovely
bit of
pink
colour is just making such a difference.
Just so easy. As I say, you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, I just don't do the stamps, you know, I think I just want to go for the paper pad. Really have a think about it, because it isn't that difficult. It really isn't.
Now, for storing everything, we can offer you the storage folders as well. You may have seen this before, but you may not have done, so I'm going to show you what you get in here. These are so beautiful. Look at this. How could you not want one of these, or a number of these on your shelves? So you can see on the spine there, you've got the Heartfelt, you've got the beautiful decor. I'm just going to open this up so I can show you inside, if I can get it open. There we go. You've got your binder inside, your ring binder inside, so you can store your stamps and your dies, because the packaging, of course, enables you to put these straight into the folders. So I'm just going to pick one up, actually. Oh, can I find one? There, if I get one of the stamps, we can see. So you can just pop those inside, keep everything together, keeps them all neat. Of course, if you wanted to go for a storage binder for each collection, that's ideal, because then you've got, you know, not only is your workroom or your craft room going to look so pretty, but of course, it's going to keep it super organised for you. Details on the screen, $12.99 is the price. Heartfelt Creations, Heartfelt Storage binder there, gorgeous. Nikki, how many stamp sets would we get in there?
It will hold 7 stamp sets. And then if you're going to use the reverse, it's going to hold your dies as well.
To correspond, so it really does keep them together, doesn't it?
Do we have the magnetic storage? We do. So we have the new storage, I can't think what they call them. What panels, sorry, the storage panels on the show. So these actually have the magnetic sheet already on the back. So you can pop your stamps on the front. Should we do it?
How nice are they? Look.
Should we go for it?
Pink on one side, the proper heartfelt pink, and then the magnetic side.
I was going to pop them on.
So the stamps on this side.
Stamps are going to go on there, like that. Okay. And you'll find that the full, it doesn't matter what stamp collection you've got, they will all fit on that panel. And then you turn it around, and then you've got your coordinating dies. Look, everything in one place.
Fabulous.
No mess, because before they brought these out, I was using double-sided strips.
Yes.
And it can get a bit messy after a while.
And the glue can dry, can't it?
Can,
and then start coming away. And so if you want these are great, aren't they?
And then what you can do is, if we just...
Getting 6 of these for $12.99. Details on the screen for these now, 934723. But I would count each one as 2, because of course you can use both sides.
And then what you want to do is your storage. You're thinking, yeah, but I'm buying the storage. Don't worry about it, because you're still going to use it. Your acetate is going to come in very useful.
Yes,
we
definitely.
Always use acetate. And then what you want to do is just cut around the spine, all the way around the edge, stick the back to the front, put 2 holes in there. That then will go on the front, and then it will flip over, and you know exactly what stamps.
And you've got the inspiration for colouring as well, haven't you?
It isn't just a storage folder, it's like a system, isn't it? Because you're going to be able to, you know exactly what's in there. It's just so beautiful as
well. I mean, how would you not want that in your craft room?
They do look lovely. In actual fact, a few shows ago, we did ask the viewers to send in pictures, photos of their craft room. How many have you actually got? So that'd be interesting to see how you store them. And I know there was one lady, we actually lost count because it was a very tall shelf. And we also saw some on the top of her shelf as well.
But this is the thing, if you can afford to do it, if you buy one with each collection, Nikki, then automatically you're going to keep everything safe, everything nice and neat, but it just looks beautiful. And you know, how much time, we say this a lot, but it is so true. I mean, you've seen me yesterday, I had a disastrous day. Yes, everything I touched went wrong. But how many times do we're demonstrating or we're crafting at home, we put something that we can't see it.
The dies, to be honest, I think are the worst. And I've got a mat just under where I sit, so if I knock a die down, I don't always hear it. And before I know it, the dog's got it and he's took it outside.
Been there, done that.
If you pop it on your magnetic sheet, you're not going to lose it.
It just keeps everything perfectly safe. Do you know, that's a great idea. I've just heard from the studio. Why not put a magnetic sheet on the floor? Then if they fall, they're going to stick.
Coming next month from Heartfelt,
a bright
pink
one. That would be amazing. Details on the screen for the full collection, and we're busy on this. $99.93, but of course that Flexi buy option means we can split this over 3 payments for you. And you are getting 9 dies in total, 9 stamps and the 12x12 paper pad. And within those stamp sets, well, 9 stamps is over 3 separate stamp sets and over 3 separate die sets for the dies as well. And I'm not going to forget this time, you are getting your bag to keep everything in as well, or whatever else you want to pop in there. But it's just a very useful bag, and of course it matches with everything.
I think it'd make a nice little swimming bag.
It would actually, it really would. 769649 is the item number.
Right, so
Nikki,
I've now finished colouring that one. So I've got a purple one and a pink one.
Lovely.
And then I'm going to take this, and no, I'm not actually. I'm going to take those over there. Let me just put the lids back on. I was so busy looking at what you was doing over there with the storage folder, I forgot to put my lids on. So we just pop the lids on.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the flower shaping mat again. Okay. So for this one, I'm also going to add some shape and dimension to my flowers. Basically, a little bit in the same way, but not as much. Okay. So I know that's a bud there, so I'm going to go around there, and that's a bud there. Just adds a little bit of dimension to your card as well. And then I'll do a little bit to that leaf as well, look. And that just lifts that up.
Lovely.
Okay.
And of course you could snip into these as well and layer certain ones up to give different heights.
You could layer them up, you can snip into them. In actual fact, I will be snipping into 1, 2 of them. So just bring that in there. And again, even this middle one, look. But yes, you're right, look, if you look, you can snip into that. Okay.
Now, just as Nikki's doing that, just a reminder, if you're liking what you're seeing, you're loving the flowers and especially the paper pad and the Aster stamp, the main one, you can go for the Essentials collection as well. Maybe if you can't quite afford the full collection or you're wanting to try something out for the first time, maybe you're gifting for someone, then the Heartfelt Creations Wild Aster Creative Essentials kit is available for you as well. Now, I can tell you over 20% of this is gone. You can see the paper pad there on the screen. You've got the Wild Aster die set there, and of course, you've got the stamps for all the detail as well. There's a freedom price on this one, a saving of £9.70. Freedom price was £42.97, and item number 548591. 2 payments on Flexi buy of £21.14. It's a great starting price, isn't it? Because it really does split the cost. You're not even going to notice that, really, are you, for that price? Amazing.
Just notice there's a little bit there that just needs poking out, look.
Okay.
So I purposely stamped this in green because then there's different ways you can colour it. So if you wanted, you could add a little bit of colour just to each one of those.
Okay.
But you can just as easily, look, just pop plenty of green on. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of purple. Again, this is really showing how good these daubers are. But I'm going to go in for a deeper purple than I put on the flower.
Lovely.
Okay. And then just
Have we heard from Christine who won the competition by any chance? Hillary, sorry. Why did I say Christine then? Don't know where that came from.
I have no idea where that came from.
I haven't got a clue. Hillary! Hillary, I hope Hillary's watching.
Well, maybe Hillary's at work and maybe is recording it and thinking,
oh, that'd be a nice surprise.
We're going to be launching at 6 o'clock.
Yes, of course. Not everybody will know, will they? We'll announce again at 6 o'clock. So anybody that's staying with us throughout the 2 hours, of course, we can't change something. I'm sorry about that. Steve-O, I know you've emailed in.
Oh, is that Steve-O's emailed in? Oh, we are so sorry.
You're going to have to buy yours, I'm afraid.
Oh,
I think he's already spent his birthday
he did.
money.
I saw that on Facebook today. He's a crafter that I think has an addiction. But he does use everything.
He does. We'll see some amazing.
Admit, I am so amazed at Steve-O because he'll put on there that he's purchased this and this.
Yeah, and then it's there.
Yeah,
I know.
And that's really lovely to see,
Don't
isn't it?
stop, Steve-O. We love you, and we love to hear from you as well.
In actual fact, he came to a class of mine, back about 4 years ago, I think.
Really?
It's many. I'm sure it was 4. It might have even been 5. There we go. Just had a bit of green.
Lovely.
Really nice,
I love the
easy
colours.
and quick.
That's a very pretty green. Oh, Steve-O likes the idea of the magnetic sheet on the floor as well. Yes.
I think
we'll take commission
I think
on
we
that,
should
I think,
paint
at the very
that
least.
and then we'll bring our own out.
Should we do it? Yeah, let's do that together.
So I'm going to go in exactly
we got there first.
the same.
Nobody else pinch it. Emily.
So just...
Our producer just disappeared. She's run off to create the first magnetic floor sheet.
I think the idea actually did come through our ear, didn't it?
Actually, did it? Did it? It came from Molly, apparently.
It came... And Molly, are you actually a crafter? Do you craft?
Well,
she sees how much
gonna
mess we make.
I'm going to defend Molly here because I spoke about this earlier. Molly says she's not a crafter, but actually she made the most amazing exploding box for Jack for his birthday. Put a gift inside. It was incredible. She did so well. No, I seriously mean that, Molly. You did. It was absolutely amazing. We did a show earlier with Maggie Moore, the Albert, and Molly was saying, I really would like to have a go at that. And I think, Molly, you should.
She's getting the bug.
Yes,
She's
and with
getting the
Heartfelt Creations papers to decorate.
Oh, look
amazing.
At this. So, as I say, you've got the double-sided, but I'm going to use this side. So this is one of the 6x6 panels. So obviously it's a 6x6 card.
Oh, you see, I find it very difficult to watch you put glue on there.
I know, but you've got 2 of each.
I know you have, but it's still, that's why you need that extra one in your basket.
Do you know what I do? I have one that I cut the panels up from.
Yeah.
So all the panels on one side, the tags, the sentiments, all get cut out. And then I have my second one that I use the opposite side with.
Yeah.
So you've got the choice.
I still need another one just to look at. I'm sorry. I would. I just can't help it. I know Leonie says, no, look, we say this, but you should use them. Yes, you should, but it is difficult.
But we don't always practice what we
them.
preach, do we?
No. Oh, when I first opened my shop, Nikki, I used to see these gorgeous paper pads and buy them. I think, I'm not even putting them out for sale. I've still got them. I'm not used them. I just didn't want anybody to buy them because I like them that much. How ridiculous is that when you're trying to run a business? It just doesn't make any sense.
I must admit, when I first get the Heartfelt papers, it is very difficult to make that first cut. It's like, I don't want to cut you. Right, so I've made a panel and I've just put 2 decorative dies. So as I say, do use your decorative dies that you have in your stash. And I'm not sure why I didn't put the tape on the back there, because I normally do. But hey, just as well we've got 2 shows today. Oops. I'm only going to put a couple of bits on there just to lift that up slightly, and I've just gone a bit far too long. I don't know what I was thinking there. And another bit down the bottom, that'll be fine. It's alive. And then just take that top bit off. I usually have my big wide tape, and everyone laughs at me because it's the biggest tape. It's like that wide and that thick.
But I'm the opposite to you because I really need some new foam tape.
Well, I do.
I keep struggling on with those teeny tiny mini pads, and I've got great big bits of card.
Yes, but
I'm sticking thousands on the back.
It's a way of using everything, isn't it?
Well, you think, well, just use these up, and then but no, it doesn't always work. You should really have the right tools for the job.
Just pop that in the centre. You can see it all coordinates beautifully. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my other scissors, my hairdressing scissors. and I'm trimming that up a bit. Okay, I'm going to take that bud off there.
Okay. Now you wouldn't throw any of these bits away either, would you? Because you can use them, tuck them in and out of
I'm going to
little
kind
places,
of try
fill
and
gaps.
arrange this so that I want a bit of purple there, and then I want a bud there. I don't know why I said it in that. I'll tell you why it is. I was spending a lot of time with my friend from Mansfield, and I think I'm picking up some of her
accent up.
So then I'm just going to take that away a second because I'm not quite sure that I'm going to pop this down first.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm not hiding all of that design behind.
No, it's as though you've
there.
got a whole border of asters there.
And then, so that's like just the backdrop. And then what I'm going to do is pull that bud over there. To be honest, it might have been easier if I brought the card over from there. And then I'd know exactly what I was doing, but hey. I'm just going to go with it.
Oh, dear me.
And then pop that in there. So I've got the purple, can you see now?
Gorgeous.
So just because you've got your purple and your pinks doesn't mean you can't mix and match.
Oh, I've got to say something.
You have to,
Sorry,
because
I've got to
I
say
missed
something.
what they were saying.
Everybody at home can probably hear me giggling. Molly, you drive, not an Aster, an Astra. Molly said, I thought an Aster was a car.
But it's a Astra.
And this day and age, you don't know what cars there are because they all have weird and wonderful names,
They
don't
do.
they? They're different models.
Yeah.
There could be an Aster for all I know.
I'm running out of.
Have a look online just to check.
Bring that out over there. I don't want to hide my butterfly.
Oh, that is very pretty.
I'd probably be better off with an Astra. There we go. I'm just bringing. Oh, I don't know why I keep picking my glue gun up because I've run out of glue. There we go. Just pop. I'm going to put that behind there. Look.
And this is exactly
There's
why
one
you
more
never
piece, there
throw
it
away
is.
those small offcuts, even if you don't use them straight away. They're great for fillers, aren't they?
They are, and what I love about this is you've got different size sprays. You've got this little spray here that doesn't
Beautiful.
want to stick
Love
down. And then I'm going to pop that flower there. So I'm just going to have one three-dimensional flower, which won't
Which won't stick together.
The middle didn't stick. I'll pop that in the centre.
I think it's me. I think I'm jinxing you. This is what was happening to me yesterday. Every time I picked something up, it was breaking or falling apart or not
I don't know how much time
working.
we've got, but I'm actually going to pop a couple.
We've got 5 minutes of the first hour, but don't forget you
That's
can't run
fine.
away, Nikki. We're here for the official launch as well.
So I'm now. Oh, I love that double launch.
I know.
So these are the flowers from the paper pad. So you can mix and match that you've made yourself as well as out of the paper. So I'm just going to make a couple more because I've decided to really go for this one.
Lovely.
Turn that over, and I want two more now. I'm never
You're getting
satisfied,
greedy
am
now.
I? Never satisfied.
Oh dear.
I will be back with you. I've got one here. Oh gosh, they're
I'm
all
just
going all
smack-
over the place now.
It's like a pair of eyes staring at me, those two asters there.
I've had to bring them over because I feel very rude just going through. But can you see how I batch make? Okay.
Yes.
So I've always got more die cut out.
Lovely.
And then do the same with these.
Do you know, it's worth batch making, isn't it, and die cutting and keeping them to hand, because I've done this myself. I've come to make a card and think, oh, I'm going to put this on it, that on it, and then it's been all the fiddly bits, and I thought, oh, I ain't got time, or I
haven't
can't be
got
bothered at the minute.
exactly, and then you
It's
end
gonna
up
take
making
too
something
long.
that you're not happy with.
Yes, exactly.
Totally agree with you. It really is. And as I say, sometimes you're not always in the mood to actually make something,
No.
but you know you want to do something. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I've been a bit like that today because I had quite a gap in between shows today. I thought, oh, I don't want to sit, I can't, I'm not good at sitting still.
No,
I
me
really want to
neither.
get up. What shall I do? What shall I go and do? And then I thought, I really want to do something, but I can't be bothered.
But you could stamp and die cut some flowers.
And then I did the show with Maggie and I wanted to start making an album then, you see. But I thought, no, I ain't got time now before the next show.
So we're going to just, if you pop those petals in the centre so they form, so they're not on top of just, I don't know, what do you call it? When I'm putting them like that,
Lovely.
but sort of like offset
Yes, yeah.
slightly. Okay.
Now you could easily, with your stamp, create your daisies as well, couldn't you? Just colour the centre.
You could do white.
Chrysanthemums as well, lots of layers.
You can make some lovely chrysanthemums and flowers with it. So I'm just going to add a bit of flower soft
Oh.
in the centre. And then I'm going to get this everywhere because normally I have a little tub and I don't have a tub. Well, actually, my friend lent me this. Well, she didn't lend me because she's not getting it back.
I was going to say, I think you'll find it hard to pull all that off after this and give it back.
There you go. Look at that. Just
Beautiful.
finishes that off, doesn't it?
It does.
I'm going to pop that over there because I will save that. I'm not
Okay.
going to waste it. And then we're going to come back.
I'd
And
offer to
then-
pop it back in the bag, but I think I might spill it if I try.
Yeah,
so
no,
I'm not going to even attempt to do that.
So now I'm going to again offset them. And this is really difficult because I really want to use my glue gun, but I'm not going to.
Oh, have you got any spare
Oh,
glue
they're
sticks?
in that bag somewhere down there. But I can do it in the break.
If I could see one poking out, I'd just grab it, but I can't, Nikki.
Yeah, they have, no, I have to make sure they're well in there because my dog eats them.
Oh, now then. What was that? Did I just hear? A quarter of the stock of the, is this the full collection? Wow, quarter of the stock gone. This is the unofficial launch because we're starting early, of course, so we'll be going into the official launch soon. We are expecting it to be busier in the next hour because a lot of people may have set their recorders or be at work and waiting to get home and are expecting a 6 o'clock launch. So we're off to a very busy start, actually. Details on the screen there for you. The complete collection. You're getting 9 dies. They're spread over 3 totally different sets. You're getting 9 stamps again, spread over 3 sets. You've got the paper pad. And yes, you've got your bag as well. Yay! 3 payments of £33.91 if you want to take the Flexi buy option. Item number 769649. And at the bottom of the screen, we can see the essentials. Oops, oh dear. That's the flower soft gone over. If you can't quite afford the full collection or you want to start a kit. Now we've only got, well, we've got less than a minute left of the first hour. So we'll let Nikki finish this card. Beautiful,
Just
beautiful
add some
card.
Pearls there, you can
That
add
is
some glitter.
stunning. Gorgeous.
But to be honest, that was supposed to be a really nice, easy, simple card, and it was easy.
Beautiful.
But because I've got those flowers, I just feel like, oh, I've just got to layer them up.
You have.
Look
That's
at that.
stunning.
A bouquet of asters.
Oh, well, we're in the last few seconds of the show. Don't go anywhere, of course, we are going to be back. We're going to have a little slight pause as Nikki finds the glue sticks. And then we will be back again with more inspiration, more to show you, more questions if you want to ask Nikki as well. So don't go anywhere, stay with us.